Thrones. I was like cable and had like or had satellite and had like you get HBO for free for this weekend, which I don't really buying it and shit. So I knew I was going to work and I was like, you know what? I saw what the game was. Like, I'm just gonna record this fucking episode. Then I said, I'm gonna watch it. I know what's out of context. I know there's gonna be shit I don't understand, but I just want to see what the fuck everybody was talking about. And when I played it, it was the finale of season 4. Which was like fucking the Hound versus Brianna Tarth.
Oh yeah.
I saw Grandpa Lannister die. Like that was the first episode.
Oh, that one fucking is that when Tyrion shot him with the crossbow?
And a bunch of Jon Snow.
So it was like right after the Red Wedding.
Yeah. But the first fucking thing that's in that episode. This is the fucking. Imagine how I've seen it the fucking episode before, which is my personal favorite episode, which was the Battle for the Wall, when Jon Snow and the Night's Watch had a fight like. They were out.
They were
out like 100,000 to 1 or some crazy shit like that. And again, this was the episode before, but had I watched that episode first, I thought that would have been like, this is the greatest fucking. But anyway, so the season finale. The first thing that I saw was Jon walking towards the wildlings. And I didn't know who he was. No, I didn't know who he was because you guys kept saying it looked like him. But so I knew that there was a guy named Jon Snow. That's all I knew about the show. But anyway, so I see him walking. In the way of the wildlings, and I didn't know where he was going, but it just looked, even though I've never seen a fucking frame of this before, it just looked like wherever he was going, he wasn't supposed to fucking be there. And I picked up on that, right? Even like the first two steps. So like at first I was like, the show, I don't know anything about the show, but it already captivated me in a way. No, I didn't start watching the show probably for another like year and a half, but so a year and a half later I started watching it like regularly. But yeah, so I just wanted to. But yeah, it's a year and a half later would have been season 5. I started watching all that. So, but yeah, that was my introduction to Game of Thrones. You said you've been watching this since day one.
Yeah, we watched this first episode.
That's pretty cool.
The first episode seems kind of slow, but once it gets to the end, that's when it's kind of like, I have to see what happens after this. He fucking pushes Stark Kid out the fucking window. Brandon Stark out the fucking window. Yeah, it's like I have to see what happens.
Can you think of a better opening episode cliffhanger?
Sounds good.
There's a lot of them. It's hard to really compare because that's how usually shows get you.
You don't think it sounds good?
I feel like that's how you get drawn in.
Daredevil. I remember Daredevil.
Oh, it's my mother.
You gotta answer them.
You say, no, I am. I'm going to do it on the podcast.
Let's do it.
Hey, Mom. Nothing. We're recording the podcast.
Hi.
It throws me off.
No, we're at the, well, kind of, not really, but at Steve-O's house. We're doing the podcast.
Tell her get on live.
You're on the internet.
Oh, no, you're fine. I love you too. Yeah, they're doing good.
Hey, Shauna, thanks for joining.
I just got a new job.
Shauna Hall.
So
Oh, yes. Thank you,
I
Shauna.
might interfere with how I plan on going to this wedding.
Tim, call real fast.
Third shift, but it's on weekends. It's from 6 to 6.
Can you hear?
I'm gonna see my.
It throws me off because it's
a problem at all?
delayed.
Yeah.
Can you hear the TV at all?
Yeah, we're out.
In
They
the
save a lot more money than what it was. Works out.
I can in this, but I mean it's very faint. But yeah, it's just trying.
All right, I'll call you back later.
Excuse me?
Could you please turn the TV off?
Shauna Hall said no problem. Smiley face.
Smiley face. So
That was my mother.
Yes.
And because I love her, I answered it during the podcast.
It makes sense to me.
Mike's Trunks the Black Princess.
Oh, cool.
Oh, God.
Hold on, I'm
Talk
sorry.
to me
I'm trying
out
to
of there.
get into our, trying to find
I
one.
know I gotta
Podcast is.
take a gym.
There it is. There it is.
So, yeah.
I'm in here. Anyways, let's talk back.
So yeah, talking about Game of Thrones. I know it's hard to say absolute favorite episode or favorite character. Some depending on what the episode is, sometimes you could have different scenes. But is there like a specific one scene that will specifically stick out to you that if you're like, if someone's I don't know shit about Game of Thrones, what scene should I watch to make me wanna?
Oh no, man! I'd almost say watch. Damn.
Can I guess what you're gonna say?
Good.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna say the Mountain versus the Viper.
No.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'd make him watch. Damn, what's his name? The other bastard. Fuck.
Ramsey? Yeah.
Ramsey's torturing Theon.
I
fucking made me watch that
fucking
shit.
animal. Oh my god.
No, I made me watch that shit. We sit there eating that fucking sausage in front of me.
You want to be really uncomfortable first, and then see everything else later?
Yeah, I put him in on that. I feel like that'd be the shit that make people be like, what the fuck led to this?
Yeah.
Like, chop dude's dick off.
Or like, this is the whole show. I don't want to watch this the whole show.
People feel like people need to know.
Pinky slightly cut off and shit. Ramsey was a fuck.
Yeah, no, my favorite episode is Battle of the Bastards.
That is your signature. That is definitely a top 3 or 5 for me. It has to be. Battle of the Bastards is great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Some people didn't like it for some fucking reason, but I thought it was amazing.
So it was really good.
Yeah, like I watched like a ranking, like an entire ranking show on the YouTubes. Every single episode ranked. Battle of the Bastards, I just would assume it would be in the top 15, but it was like in the 40s or 50s or something. That's crazy. Like, I thought it was weird.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, but I think anything that happened after season 5, I think, like the true diehard Game of Thrones fans or Song of Ice and Fire fans, they just shit on as many things as possible. From what I can tell, I noticed.
That's how people usually do, though. Anybody that like really is into these shows or series or whatnot have a whole different outlook on how they change things up. It's like these hardcore comic fans look at these movies.
Thing, yeah.
Same shit. I like them. I like them all. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop watching.
As long as they don't completely fuck shit up, I can hold on tight.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride.
What is there anything that you've seen that was just completely that they fucked up that you just lost like all interest in?
The last season.
No, not that show. I meant in general. But yeah, it's a good point. No, but I just meant any sort of like comic variation or book variation or anything that you've seen that you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh yeah, fucking Twilight, dog. I tried to like Twilight.
but to be fair though, you didn't like it because you tried to read the books and just didn't like the books. I'm not talking about that.
You talking about something I didn't like?
You enjoyed and then they transferred over and you were just like, fuck this. Could be a video game. There's probably a lot of video game movies that picked from it.
Oh yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't really get into video.
I'd say almost any video game movie.
In general?
So like, it can be a really...
I also don't look at video game movies as, oh, this is going to be the hotness. I got to go see it. Like, I don't even care.
See, I figure because you're such a gamer, I mean, it's just me wrongfully assuming about people, but I figure gamers, people that do nothing but game, anytime one of those movies come out, they treat it like it's one of those big movies.
No, hell no. No, man. Video game movies are 99% trash. Like, I'm not wasting my money on that.
My favorite video game movie is the one where you're like, they did that fucking great.
Oh, yeah, Silent Hill. Silent Hill was the shit.
Silent Hill was
if you fucking ain't seen Silent Hill, go watch that shit.
Silent Hill was it was absolutely great.
There's nothing I can't fuck. I always forget.
I mean, the first Mortal Kombat wasn't completely. There were parts of it that's weird, but for the most part,
yeah, I like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was really good.
Eric Cleveland said, "What's up, cuz?"
Cousin.
Mike said, "Let's go, Mike Plistic, Mike Cast."
The Tekken? You talking about the movie? Somebody.
So that's what.
The Tekken movie was fucking awful.
I never even saw it. I wouldn't
No.
say. That's one of those ones.
And I'm only like a casual. At the time, I would say I'm a casual Tekken fan. I know a lot of the storyline because that's one of the very few games that I played. And even for me, who's not like a diehard guy, I'm still like, wait, why is Jim fucking Christie? Who's doing this shit? It was the dumbest thing. But I don't know if that's worse than the Chun-Li movie. You ever watch the Chun-Li movie?
Oh my fucking god, yeah.
The bitch wasn't even Asian. I don't even know.
Yeah, no, it's bad. There's a lot of bad games.
I keep wanting to throw it over there, but
yeah, no, if I ever, when video game movies come out, I don't even really pay too much attention on it.
Well,
I play the game. So
is there one like one that hasn't been made that you would think would probably be no?
Yeah, man. I never thought about it. Usually, yeah. Because imagine this. Imagine you went out and bought a game, and it's a single player game, and the whole, you pay attention to the story and whatnot. So you got like a 10, 13-hour story that you've been watching. So now let's take this 10 to 13-hour story and mangle it and shrink it down to an hour and 40 minutes. There's no way you're going to be able to get all the details in that. And that's usually what they do. They don't,
because they don't plan ahead for sequels or anything, because they probably only have one shot at it.
Yeah, and even if they do, they're shitty. You end up with like Resident Evil, which is every single one of those is hot garbage.
Or Mortal Kombat. Second Mortal Kombat.
The second Mortal Kombat movie is hot garbage. Anyways, yeah. So it's not. No, I'm more into if I go watch a movie, it's usually no, I guess I can't say that because I go see all these comic book movies and shit. But I like
it's almost like a part of who we are now.
Yeah.
Mike
I really
said,
enjoy dramas and shit like that, like Quentin Tarantino.
Of course,
is my favorite director,
he's
so I go
second for
watch
me.
all that shit. I get hyped for shit like that.
I treat Quentin movies the same way I do like comic movies. And I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be about, but I gotta watch that shit.
We're gonna go see it. We're gonna go see it in theaters.
But you said
Mike said Devil May Cry needs a movie. And then Woods said, I think fans make it hard to stick to condensing films.
what do you think about that?
It's hard to stick to convincing films.
What do you think about Mike's?
A Devil May Cry movie? I think it'd be garbage. Well, I love Devil May Cry though.
You like the character?
I like the character. I like the story and all that. I don't know, man. I just don't have belief that they can take these games. and
Isn't
make
that your
movies out of
tattoo?
it. Yeah. I got Dante's sword on my fucking arm.
So you probably want it to be rad as fuck.
Yeah, I would want it to be.
But
But
you just don't have much confidence.
it just depends, man. I guess it really depends on how they do it. Because, I don't know, I think if they made it like an anime or a cartoon movie or something like that, it'd probably be a lot better. But even then, or maybe if they did a show. Maybe if they tried to take these games and turn them into shows, that would
Like
give them,
6-episode miniseries.
that would
or
give them
something.
the link that they need to be able to tell these stories and get behind all these characters and blah, 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 and this and that. Yeah, most of the time,
He's trying to tell me to move the mic closer, but it looks like he's telling me to say suck my dick.
No, just talking to the mic.
Hey, suck my dick.
No, talk the mic.
Sorry, yeah, I can't move around a little bit. Thanks, John. I know. So I'm gonna blow the microphone later. That's cool, man. Did you ever see the Street Fighter? Oh no, we just talked about the Chun Li one. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about how bad that is. Do you remember anything about it?
No, because I only saw it once. It was like 10 years ago.
Bilrog had a fucking bazooka. And he was played by the great Michael Clark Duncan. They made Michael Clark Duncan look bad.
Oh,
which
God.
is fucking insane to me. No mention of, like, Keanu Reeves weren't in it at all.
Yeah.
Gaia wasn't in it at all. They mentioned, like, the last scene, they mentioned Ryu, like, so that was going to be the next movie. But, man, it would make no sense. Like, she would literally just be walking down the alley, and there would just be guys, like looking at her, and kind of doing this, and then just 3 guys surround her and start fighting her. It's like, they built nothing for it. They just started, like, fighting. It was insane. It was like this new Mortal Kombat movie, like, you can talk about the story being bad, and parts of it were really weird, but the fight scenes were shit. Like, there wasn't a fight scene in that motherfucker that I thought was bad. Like, it was awesome. They did a lot of rushing. They did a lot of rushing. Like, Jax, you could have done. You didn't have to rip it. You could have waited till the sequel to rip his arm. You could have built that way more. Like, I didn't understand it. Like, so he just grew metal. He grew the rest of his metal.
He just grew metal
He just
arms.
grew it. He just grew it. So that's what we're accepting now. The tattoo thing I thought was fucking weird.
Yeah.
It was an odd thing to do. Like, so.
He did have some good parts.
Yeah.
though.
No, yeah, there are good parts for sure.
Kano was really good.
Yeah, he was-
Sub-Zero was fucking. They did him fucking justice for sure.
So Woods says if Quentin Tarantino made Devil May Cry live action.
Oh man, that'd be awkward. I guess he probably could pull it off because he did Kill Bill. So
Yeah.
it'd probably be dope.
If you
Actually,
want to hear Dante say the N-word a few times.
it's like I dropped the N-word a few times.
You know, I mean, Quentin gets away with it because he has great dialogue.
Yeah, I was about to say that's exactly what I was about to say. If I say he would kill the dialogue, so
Exactly, yeah,
also,
dialogue
Dante
would
be
be-
having conversations with these niggas.
Exactly.
It'd probably be dope.
Yeah.
It'd probably be dope.
And then we've got Shane McMahon says, I think Soul Calibur and Final Fantasy need to make a movie. What's your guys' take on that?
He said Shane McMahon.
McMahon?
McMahon.
Sorry. I don't mean to butcher names, but it will probably happen.
Soul Calibur and Final Fantasy need to make a movie.
Well, there is a Final Fantasy movie already.
Yeah, we got a Final Fantasy movie, and it was got awful, but we also got a really good one too.
Okay.
So, what is it? Final Fantasy and Spirits Within, that was fucking horrible. But then we got Advent Children, which is fucking dope. So,
There you go.
it depends on what kind of stories they want to tell. Soul Calibur, that shit might be dope.
Yeah.
It really just depends on who's directing these motherfuckers, man, and
Who's putting
How much
carrots
money?
in,
Yeah.
so, that makes sense.
And then Mike said Sub-Zero is Hobo's dick cheese.
almost the cheese.
Yeah, he's not a Sub-Zero guy at all.
He was awesome in that movie. You can't deny
Oh,
that.
yeah, absolutely.
Good burp, John.
Another thing I liked about the movie, and I love the character Liu Kang. I thought he was great in the first one, but I liked that it wasn't centric around him.
I thought it was weird because every time he fucking talked, he fucking take his little pocket flag and like whip it to the side.
Yeah, very dramatic.
He did that like 20 times. Though. What the fuck is he doing?
That thing's clearly bothering him.
Like he shouldn't be wearing that.
It's in his way, yeah. And one of my favorites that play with him. Well, Raiden's my favorite character of all time, but the second was always Kung Lao, and I felt like they fucking to see his like finish with the.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. I like that a lot. I didn't understand why you have this amazing cast of characters to choose from, and then you make up a character to be the lead. That was very odd to me because even if it's a character that I don't know, I'm sure I don't know a fair amount of them. It still would have made more sense than just making one up or something.
In fact, they take Goro, who's supposed to be fucking reigning champ of fucking Mortal Kombat, and he just gets his ass whooped by this fucking no-name motherfucker ain't nobody ever fucking heard of.
Yeah.
That was kind of a problem with me. I had a problem with that.
Fair. That's fair. But I did think the Outworld, I thought that it looked really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Just the visual part of it looked really cool. But I guess the whole movie was doing like, you know what, fuck it, we're not even going to have a tournament. We're just going to,
So it didn't even make sense. It was like it seemed like they was guaranteed to win regardless. He was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck winning the right way. We're going to just fuck everything up right now. Cause
we're bad guys. We're going to be bad guys.
We're going to do bad guy shit.
If you want to hear like somebody's really funny and good take on this movie, I would look at your cousin's, we'll try to put a link or shout them out or whatever, your cousin's video of Mortal Kombat, because that's going to do way more justice than you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, that he made a whole
YouTube video.
A whole YouTube video. Marijuana. It's good for the brain.
Review.
That's it.
Review.
That's it. Review.
Okay.
Review.
So while we're on the topic of casts and stuff,
Review.
if you guys could cast a superhero movie, who would you use and for what character?
Ooh. Well, what superhero movie are we going to make?
Let's go with let's
a
go with
character
Marvel. DC. Let's go DC.
This dude wants to make a Gambit movie so bad.
I like the Channing Tatum when he wanted to do it. Like I like that. I didn't think that'd be bad at all.
I wish we got to see it.
Absolutely. And which they didn't rule out. They said that it's still a possibility, but I mean, Marvel. But the thing one of my favorite things about X-Men going back to Marvel for the movies is that Marvel pretty much casts everything. The MCU casts everything pretty much. Like they no matter who they cast as the character, it's always the right person. It's pretty crazy. So I feel like whoever they do cast probably gonna be the right person.
Yeah. DC though. See, I have a thing about Superman. That's my dude. So I'd be that guy. I'd make another Superman movie. I definitely get Henry Cavill. No, I cast Henry Cavill as a Superman. But I think the villain, I'd pick one of those villains that you haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah.
So I'd pick like Brainiac or somebody like that. Who would I get to play Brainiac? That's the question.
Interesting.
I'd be Morgan Freeman.
What is it doing?
Just for the voice. Get Morgan Freeman.
That would sell tickets.
Yeah.
That would sell tickets.
He ain't got.
He was already Lucius Fox.
I just want the voice.
I just want the voice. You don't need to show up? No, just send the voice. We're good.
Yeah, just send me the voice. We'll
He's got to be
CGI.
old as fuck at
Brainiac.
this point. Morgan Freeman?
Yeah. I think he'd be dope.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he's good at everything, man. And I mean, he wasn't just in Batman. He's done a couple other comic book things too. At least something around those. So, but yeah, that's awesome. Does the microphone being over here sound more better?
More better.
That's we're texting each other about it.
Don't be hating Superman's shit. John Travolta as the Joker. Oh my God, that actually might be dope.
I can see that. Like the way kind of that he did Face Off, the kind of crazy character he did in Face Off. Like, yeah, I can see that.
All right, so we're gonna do the Injustice storyline. John Travolta's playing the Joker.
Wouldn't be bad. This is like we're casting '94. That'd be something you could look at for sure.
I'd probably I've been waiting to see William Dafoe's version of the Joker. He already did.
And he looks great, like in the costume, or like when somebody, I don't know if
somebody edits it or something like that.
But yeah, it looks awesome for sure.
I think he'd kill it. I mean, my cousin said he's the same as the Green Goblin. I don't really think so, but Kind of. I don't know. That'd be probably the closest we'll get to seeing him play that role.
Yeah, no, Green Goblin slowly became a maniac. Joker was always just a fucking
Psychopath.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Tom Cruise as the Flash. Oh my God! Yes, we're taking it back to the fucking 90s.
All right, we're gonna keep going. I guess.
So we got Tom Cruise as the Flash.
So we keep Val Kilmer as
John
Batman.
Travolta as Joker. He's Val Kilmer's
We
Batman.
keep Val Kilmer as Batman.
That means we got Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Brian Cox is Juggernaut. That's what Mike says.
Oh, naturally.
Naturally. Mad skills. Oh man.
So, they're like
That
talking.
means we're getting Nicolas Cage as Superman. Remember he was supposed to play
Oh.
Superman.
Now we're
We're getting
talking.
long hair Nicolas Cage as Superman.
And Steve-O's Jubilee.
Steve-O's Jubilee. Yeah. It would never work. I'm way older than she is.
It's movie
Yeah, also-
makeup magic.
Also not Asian. So
If you was gonna make a Gambit movie, what would it be about? What would his
I wouldn't. It
Would
would
it be
it
like
would
origin?
It would 100% be about him growing up in like being left on the porch and shit by the and getting like discovered by the Thieves Guild, and that would be about him being raised as a thief, learning how to do cards and pick locks and like all that kind of shit, and then it would lead into the Thieves Guild versus the Assassin Guild, and then he meets Belladonna, and then that kind of thing.
Oh, so it don't even go into an X-Men story.
Fuck, not yet.
It just stays its own
No,
fucking
yeah,
thing.
it's gonna stay its own thing, but the movie ends with the way he actually got into the X-Men, where he finds Nanny Maker, and I think it was Nanny Maker and Murdoch kidnapped Storm and put her in a 9-year-old's body. Right? She had lost all memory, and that's when Gambit found her and slowly took her back to Charles, right? So that's the way the movie would end: is Gambit looking over and seeing a 9-year-old Storm, and then doing his awesome accent like, "Hey, Shep, why you crying?" Or whatever, and then boom.
Would you keep it as Channing Tatum?
I think I would, but I wouldn't. I would keep it Channing Tatum, but I wouldn't hate it if they did and they kind of like just went try to find a no name or something, or
I'd want him to. If it was me, I'd want him to have like a really thick fucking.
Oh yeah.
Louisiana
Oh,
accent.
absolutely.
Almost to where, remember Snatch when Brad Pitt played the fucking gypsy, and he
Okay.
had that really thick accent, you could barely tell what he was saying.
I got you.
That's the kind of
Okay.
feel I feel like they should do with Gambit. It should be really fucking thick Cajun accent, you can barely understand it.
So yeah, there wouldn't be any other X-Men except for Gambit and the Storm, because remember he doesn't know anybody yet.
Yeah.
And then that's how the movie would end. And then that would you could literally just start the X-Men movie with him already there, because that's when he took Storm back. That's when he met Charles, and Charles got his their own little weird relationship. But yeah, so yeah, that's the way I would do it. If there was a solo Juggernaut movie, which I guess he could do because he does have an origin where he found the crystal. Would you do it like in the animation style, like the CGI style, or would you like put an actual actor?
No, I'd put an actual actor.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
I want to see shit.
Yeah, me too.
Live.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're not taking Steven Seagal's Magneto. Sorry, it's not happening. It's not happening.
I'll buy Robert De Niro as Magneto.
Oh my God, no, not happening. Not happening.
No, we need a Jewish guy. Magneto's Jewish.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck I'd put in.
Adam
Because Ian
Sandler. Just kidding.
McKellen's been alive forever, so
Yeah,
you
he's
can
still
take any,
casted. Yeah, I
any
mean-
decade and put Ian McKellen still as
That's very true.
Magneto.
Apparently, I'm Maddox.
Maddock.
That's what Mike said.
No, Modoc.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whoever.
Shannon
Is that the
Modoc.
big guy? Is that the big head guy with the little?
Yeah.
The chair.
Nobody. Just,
For the record, he's got a fucking show out, and I fucking hate it with a passion.
you're not a fan of the animated or the cartoon show?
Hell no, dude. They did Modoc so fucking trash in that.
Yeah, he's a legit like.
He's a legit villain.
Absolutely.
I don't want to see him as a sitcom family.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, is it Patton Oswalt that plays him?
Yeah.
I always.
Which makes me even more upset because I like Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, his stand-up's awesome for sure. I'm a big fan of his stuff.
I'm wondering
Yeah,
if it was
it's,
better when the mic was over here then.
You don't know nothing about stuff.
You heard the guy. What do you say?
We're just trying to figure out the sound. Is all.
Is it not more better?
Well, it's loud.
Too loud.
Is it too loud?
Mike shoots Venom.
It's not too loud.
So what?
Mike
don't
shoots
wanna.
Venom.
Yeah.
That's it on max volume. It's like a 9-second delay.
Morgan Freeman's Professor X in the Marvel universe.
I don't know.
So I'm wondering.
Patrick Stewart was alive back then, though.
Yeah, I know. We gotta keep
Patrick.
Yeah, I'm keeping Patrick, man.
Cast a different road. Not that I hate
Me personally,
Okay,
I'm not
so
a big
my
fan of
voice is
switching
loud,
races
their
and
voice is not.
characters.
That's what
unless
we're getting at.
Unless it calls for
Will
it.
one of these help that?
All right, so my stance on that is it can't be. So it worked with
This-
Fury because it worked with Fury because
But they also did it in the comics too.
For that?
they did. They were smart enough to know that they were going to make the movies, and then so that was yeah.
So it makes sense.
So to be fair, in fine, there was a comic version of Fury that looked like that. So
That's what it is.
and you can make the argument that there's way that in DC and Marvel they have different alternate universes and shit. So you can make the argument that it's from one of those universes, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if people like they just had a black Superman. I don't know if people would respond well to that. If they had
See, the way I would look at it is like you can have a black Superman, you can have a black Spider-Man, but Peter Parker was white.
call yeah,
You
Miles
know,
is black.
so-
Yeah.
yeah, I'm about to say. So you can. I feel like you can change like the superhero itself,
Mhm.
but Charles Xavier was a white man, so I feel like there's no reason to make him a white man. If he was gonna make another Professor X, then he shouldn't be Charles Xavier. He should be somebody else.
So you're okay with the character, but just having it as his own person.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
That's the way I would switch
yeah,
it
that's
up.
fair. That's good. I'm with that. Right on.
Mike's gonna be Venom.
Yeah. He's always wanted to be.
he's gonna be weak to fire and loud noises.
Yeah.
Loud noises! Ah, I'm Venom. I'm dying.
Yeah, you get killed with Tug McGuire, bro.
You get killed by an opera singer on a good day.
It's true. Tug McGuire and the motherfucker.
Start going in on Mike's favorite villain. I used to like Venom until I realized how weak he was.
It's an interesting thing though. Like the Venom,
Let's be up.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing that they can latch on. I don't know.
I mean, it's dope. I'm not gonna lie.
And I do that. It's aesthetically pleasing to look at. I think more than anything, which is how you built Carnage and then a whole other Venom universe almost from that.
Yeah.
Because it just looks really cool when it. Plus, like that, but not the movie version, but like the cartoon and the comic version of that Spider-Man was pretty fucking intense. Movie version, he just started dancing and shit.
Yeah, Louis Person, they fucked him up. Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy. It should be fun to watch him in the new Spider-Man movie.
I hope he's in it. We'll see.
That's me.
I don't know.
At this point, I think you and I are in it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's so many people in that movie.
We might
Did
have
you
to
get your
change it.
paycheck yet?
No, but I'll take the residuals. You got paid. What's up, Mikey Suits?
We got 5 viewers. Patrick Rain just joined. Stephanie
Hello, 5 people.
Parsley
Cool.
just joined.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome to the podcast.
Everybody's
We
awesome.
take cash, money orders,
And booze.
quarter booze, pot. All donations are welcome.
All donations.
Yeah, comic book stuff.
Do little comic book stuff. I got this mini series of Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. Can't wait to read it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, asshole. Yeah,
You said the right Silver Age?
yeah, I think so. This was cool as shit. I like that cover.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah. So yeah, that's what I do with my time and money. A lot of the times is do that.
That's what I do. I buy video games,
Yeah.
and I just recently got into vinyl records.
Yeah. So
Just
it's
the cool
that's
fucking
cool. That's
I
awesome.
bought Eminem's Kamikaze. This shit goes hard to paint.
There's some vinyls like that. I feel like you just have to have if you're into vinyls. Then and the Chronic has to be one of them.
Yeah.
You know.
I saw they had the Chronic, but it was literally just the fucking record, the one fucking song, the Chronic, like 4 different grades.
Yeah.
I was like, what? This is bullshit. I want the whole album.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was just like this one. You get the beat, and the lyrics, and this one's just the lyrics.
I remember that when we were in Ghetto Cowboys, like the most popular fucking song on the planet.
Yeah.
There was an album that fucking for some reason everybody in my elementary school had, and it was that thing. One was just the lyrics, one was just the beat, one was everything, one was yeah. But it was, I remember there being 5 tracks, and they were all 5 the same thing but different. I was like, they made so much money selling this one thing. There was so much money selling this one fucking thing, and it's the same thing. You know, it's whatever. Good for them. It's awesome.
They do.
Smart.
Speaking of Ghetto Cowboy, we have TLC and Bone Thugs doing a concert in Indy coming up.
Those are classic legends and whatnot.
If you guys could choose any group, artist, band to go see live, who would you choose and why?
Like of all time, or
Of all time,
Mm.
dead or alive?
well, I've seen Linkin Park 3 times now, but I mean to pull Chester back would be dope. So I'd probably see Linkin Park. Honestly.
See him again?
Yeah, I mean I've seen him before, but just be able to see him one more time would be dope. And the last time I seen him was me and you seeing it like in February a few years back. That was crazy, man. I remember you and I both watched our team get their ass kicked in the playoffs, and then we went to the Linkin Park concert. And I was like, imagine how much better that day would have been if the Colts and Packers both won, and then we got to see Linkin Park. But no, just
No,
didn't happen.
can't have it all. Can't have it your way.
Yeah, exactly. Half the day was cool. The other, I remember like you looking over at me, and you're like, "If you don't want to go, I understand. We're already downtown." He ended up probably be in a foul mood because the Patriots beat the shit out of us.
I wouldn't mind seeing Yellow Wolf. I haven't seen him yet.
Oh,
Or Buckethead.
you
Buckethead
always
beats
you
Tennessee
always
live.
like Buckethead for sure.
Yeah, he's fucking
I'm
badass guitarist.
You introduced me to
If you don't know, look him up.
Yeah, Buckethead.
He's got a lot of good music.
Like I thought that he was known for being in Guns N' Roses for a hot minute, but you were like, oh no, boy.
He's been in like 50 bands. Plus he's got his own albums.
Yeah. No, I remember like us playing Mario Kart one time, and you were like, we're gonna play for I played for hours, and like you were like, we're just gonna ride Buckethead out this entire time, but like you listen to shit. I was like, let's do it, man. Nah, boy's got a bucket on his head. But yeah, man, we had shit. You crazy times when we were growing up. A lot less technology, you know.
Yeah. Remember when you used to just go outside, find things to do?
Yeah. We played football a lot.
Let's go to so-and-so's house and hope that they're home because we didn't think to call them.
You never do that. You didn't really call your friends back then and said, "Hey, I'm gonna come over." You were just
Showed
there.
up.
Yeah. Imagine even your friends now. If somebody just showed up at your house without calling you, you'd get pissed. You'd be like, "Why the fuck didn't you call me first?"
Yeah, because that's childish shit. As an adult, it's like we're adults. When you get hold of me, fucking let me know you're coming over.
No, but like our parents and their friends didn't tell each other they were coming over, right? They just, but again, we live in a different world where you can actually communicate with the other person, so you should, yeah. Because what if you could be doing anything? You could have a big ass argument with your girlfriend,
Right. Just committed mass murder or something.
Yeah.
Now's not
You
a good
weren't supposed
time.
to see this.
Now's not a good time. Now you have to help me bury the body.
And I might kill you because I can't keep fucking witnesses around.
No witnesses, dog. You know me.
That's amateur shit. So I was thinking about the potential of making a Suicide Squad 3. You got everybody? Alright. Doing a Suicide Squad 3 and bringing back. You dying? You dying?
I'm good, man. I had the vaccine. We Gucci.
I am
Never
not.
coming over. Don't. Because I might be naked. Or at least call first.
Or at least call first.
You said Suicide Squad 3?
Yeah, you can bring back, because only a couple people from one were even into, right? So there's still some characters you can pull from one, like having Killer Croc back, like that would be cool. Maybe you can bring Will Smith back, and you can bring.
I just wanted to do it. I don't think I really liked how they did Killer Croc in the first one.
No.
Nah, I don't like the way it looked anyways.
Well, just the
Almost kind of got
visual-
the
visual-
thing, yeah, the thing vibes.
I see.
Fucking
Gotcha.
just just go ahead and CGI them. We got the technology nowadays. Just do it right. Just CGI them, make them look
Make it look
badass
exactly like
or whatever. Just whatever they decide to want to do with it. It's supposed to be huge. It's not supposed to be like 5'6".
The only I was talking to my nephew at work, but I was talking about we were talking about doing like a Suicide Squad versus Justice League movie. But the problem with that in the movies is that it would just be a squash. Like the Justice League is so much more powerful than these guys in the movies. They would just
Yeah, I think
they would
these dudes
just
are
be
already
one of them.
gotten beat up and put in jail.
Yeah,
Like
you
that's
know,
right.
Superman alone could piece every fucking one of them. I mean, one of the coolest parts about the second one is when he said he's in prison for shooting Superman with a kryptonite bullet. I was like, this dude's a fucking badass.
In the
Yeah.
ICU.
Yeah. So like, I guess unless he took Superman.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes you all right. I don't think it really makes you that tough though, because I mean, yeah, you used a kryptonite bullet.
But it's incredibly ballsy because Superman.
Yeah, definitely ballsy.
Because if he gets better, you're not beating him then. You're just fucked. But
I just saw a thing on the internet the other day, and it was like, which one would scare you more, fucking smiling Batman or Superman with straight with stone face?
ooh,
And
ooh.
I don't give. Batman can smile all he fucking wants. I don't want no smoke with Superman whatsoever,
No
dog.
matter his face.
Well, yeah, stone face Superman is known to murder folks.
Yeah, and
He'll put his fist straight fucking through you. Batman smiling is cool and all. He'll probably still put you in the ICU for fucking jaywalking, but
yeah, Superman will definitely. Batman will fuck you up, but he doesn't really kill you. So, I mean, you're gonna have some broken bones, like you said, for jaywalking or
whatever.
dime bag or
Crime he
something,
fucking
yeah.
committed, but
Is that a dime bag? Like, yeah, I'm just a little tight.
yeah, pissed off Superman.
Yeah,
He's gonna
fucking
fucking
break
put his fist through your fucking face,
Exactly,
and that's
yeah.
gonna be the end of you. I don't want no smoke.
I'm a fucking alien. I can fucking kill you if I'm. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he's basically a god, so people tend to sleep
To
on him.
humans, yeah. To humans, he's an absolute god. Yeah. Even there's beings that are like him, they're still better than us. They're still
I did enjoy the question though, because it did make me think for a second. I was
No,
like,
that's a
I
good
don't know,
question,
man.
for
It's
sure.
fine. Batman sitting there laughing at you might fucking make me piss myself.
Yeah. What's that? Nothing. No, I'm with you. That's fair.
But yeah, no. I'd rather deal with a smiling Batman than an angry Superman any day of the week.
I do think that Batman, like, anytime somebody's Batman versus anybody, like, some of the times just basic logic would say that's fucking insanity. I don't give a shit how much prep. I mean, yes, prep time is important, that's what he does. And I'm not saying Batman's one of the greatest characters ever, but he's not beating Iron Man in a fight.
No, I don't think
It's
so.
not gonna, it's not
No.
happening. You know, like, he's not beating Wolverine in a fight. It's not happening. You know, or Deadpool. There's a lot of characters that I think would just beat the fuck out of Bruce Wayne. You know?
Just give him a fucking business.
Just, yeah, they like fucking fuck him up type shit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You think
the
Thor
reason
and
Batman, the only reason Batman is Batman is because Superman allows him to be Batman. And Superman decided to say, you know what? No more fucking.
Yeah, it would
superheroes."
end the way when Omni-Man,
Yeah.
that would be the same fucking thing. He would absolutely just fucking kill everybody. He might take a beating, but he'll fucking kill everybody, and then that's that.
Yeah, it'd be the end of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I like Superman. He's broken. He's a broken ass
Broken
character for
shit.
no fucking reason.
Like, the Batman versus Thor. You think fucking Batman's beating Thor? No.
What?
I'm gonna have these gadgets and be like, yeah, no, how about I fucking electrocute you? It's not, yeah. And I just named a few of the Avengers, so basically a lot of the Avengers 101 would just fuck Batman up, I think.
Yeah, Batman is 100% overhyped. He's still cool though.
One of the best characters ever. Definitely probably the best merchandise and movie, all that shit. Like,
He's got all the best villains, so he's like the Spider-Man version of the
I was gonna ask in Marvel, who do you think is the best
Spider-Man.
villain?
Spider-Man's got
I
all
think my
the
brother
villains.
Mikey would agree with you for sure on that.
Mhm.
Let me think. I don't know. I think the X-Men is pretty cool villains too.
Yeah,
But you're
I
asking,
agree with that.
but we're also talking about one character, not an entire team. So I'm with you. So fair enough. Yeah, I think there's one other individual. No, because they had to build a whole arsenal to try to take out Spider-Man, man. So yeah, I guess he'd probably have to be the
Yeah, so Spider-Man gets slept on. Like, people don't understand how
Well, it's funny
strong
over there.
Spider-Man really is.
You got the hiccups? You good?
He was funny as hell. Sorry, you know
No,
what
you're
strong
fine.
Spider-Man is? Or-
I'm just saying people don't understand that Spider-Man's strong as fuck.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, they did like a weightlifting thing or some shit, and I think other than the Thing, the Hulk, and Thor, he beat everybody. He was the strongest of those three. But that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, like, and those three that I mentioned are fucking extremely strong. You know, like out of this world strong. So the fact that he's stronger than everybody else other than those guys.
Ooh, I got a good question. Since we're doing this shit, if you was gonna give a villain his own movie
Ooh,
or her, who would you give?
it's interesting.
Who would you?
The first thing I thought of was I think Emma Frost would have a great movie. I think her character would be you know, like her power would be able to be expanded there. I don't know why that's the first thing that came to mind. I could think of some sure I could think of something better. Magneto, his childhood would be great. His upbringing, you know,
Yeah.
from just a regular Jewish kid to being in the camps, like holy shit, that would be a cool like transition story. Sinister would be good.
Ooh, yeah.
You know?
Sinister would make it.
Yeah.
Good
What about
villain
you?
movie.
You got any?
I was gonna give a villain his own movie.
Not a team, just one. Because the Sinister Six movie, of course, would be the shit.
Oh
Yeah, just one individual. Yeah.
One individual gets his own movie.
Sinestro.
That would be dope. Sinestro,
Which one's?
the Yellow Lantern.
Oh,
Force.
gotcha. Yeah. I'm not super verse on the agreement and stuff, but
That's hard. My brain keeps going to Sabretooth for some reason.
that'll be a good story.
I think it would be.
And you can't tell the story without having Logan directly involved, in since he has to be in every goddamn thing. And then,
We bring Captain to it. Bring
Yeah.
Captain America into
oh,
it.
and then for World War II. Yeah.
Mhm.
How much better would that scene have been at the beginning of the first? Because the first Wolverine movie, that fight, the war montage.
Oh yeah,
that was
when they-
fucking awesome.
through time and shit.
Yeah, imagine like Steve kind of hitting somebody with a shield at the same time. You know, I want to see that. Like, you know, you already
Yeah,
know
that'd
what I'm
be
talking about.
dope.
Like that's the third scene.
So me and Brian watched the new Cruella movie,
Oh yeah.
and I think it would be
Emma?
yeah,
Mhm.
I think it'd be really cool to get more movies like that with villain backstories.
Oh yeah, we was
like
talking about that as we
origin
was watching that
stories,
movie.
yeah.
I said that they should make they need to do a prequel for the Lion King so we can see Mufasa and Scar growing up. That'd been dope.
See where exactly the jealousy comes from.
Yeah, it's all that. Yeah, that would've been dope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they knocked. I mean, you can make the argument now that Loki is not a bad guy anymore, but he was the original kind of Marvel villain in a sense. You know, like the first main Marvel villain.
The first actual good villain.
Yeah.
I guess you would want to say.
People didn't like Whiplash, but I was a fan of Whiplash. I felt like the editing is what people didn't like Iron Man 2.
I like Whiplash. Yeah,
But I thought Whiplash was dope. You lose. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
He said, "What DC and Marvel character would Adam Sandler best fit?" Ooh. He already turned down a role. I can't remember which one. What role was
You know,
it?
I'll answer that question in a second, but you know he was supposed to play the Bear Jew? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
And I
that.
think he would have been fucking amazing at it. I really
Yeah,
do.
He was.
Yeah.
He already turned down a role in Marvel. I can't remember which role it was.
I'm trying to think about. All right, I'll think.
Adam Sandler.
Wow, that's very. I just can't.
I think Adam Sandler could probably do a Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not better than Jim Carrey. Just kidding. Honestly, Jim Carrey I thought was dope as the Riddler.
Adam, man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, but I wanna answer. I wanna think of one that with just all the characters are coming along.
Well, what's Shane's opinion? He asked you guys what's his opinion on it.
So I'm looking at the posters.
I think Adam Sandler would probably play a cool, what was it, Captain Cold or whatever? I can't remember. Fucking, never mind. Can't even fucking remember his name, so we're not gonna even go that route.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm sure you could. Okay, like an older version of Foggy. Daredevil's Daredevil's
the,
buddy, like his
the lawyer.
Yeah. Foggy's a little younger than that though.
Magneto and Deadpool.
Yeah, it'd be fucking horrible. That's
I think Adam Sandler would probably play a really good fucking Mephisto.
I'll buy
Just
that.
out of nowhere. Just fucking make Adam Sandler play Mephisto.
I'll buy that. I cast him as Juggernaut and just make it a comic. Just kidding. I found this gem. Woo.
What? Is that your Adam Sandler impression? I found this gym. Woo-hoo. What?
You know, there's that finger thing.
Speaking of Adam Sandler, did you watch Uncut Gems?
Oh, that's really good.
I've not seen that. You ever
It's
seen
very
Funny
good.
People?
No.
I did. I did not like it.
No, it was one of my favorites. I love Funny People.
Did you?
So oh yeah.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong movie. I'm thinking of Grown Ups.
Yeah, I just thought that was okay.
Funny People's got
Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I have not seen that.
It's a little long, but it's fucking dope, and it's a great story. It's kind of about stand-up comedians. Adam Sandler plays an older one who's trying to kind of just do stand-up again, and then the other Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen play younger ones who try to break into the game. And it's a dumb movie, but yeah, it's, if you ever get some time, wow, it's definitely worth the watch. All-star cast, if you would think.
Yeah, I like Adam Sandler. I'm a little upset that I can't think of a better role for him to play.
When I was on the spot, I wasn't expecting it. I need time. But I am going up maybe Batman villains though. I feel like Scarecrow.
Nah, 'cause I like some Scarecrow we got.
You like him a lot. I remember you were saying like he was one of the constants. He's doing all 3 movies, and every time he was in, you were like, man, he was so fucking good. He was. He really was. I didn't know that because they didn't show his face in the second one where he was in it for that scene, Scarecrow, and the.
Oh yeah, they pulled his mask off when they caught him.
Oh, I guess they did.
They pulled his mask off.
But yeah, but it was.
I don't need any help. Not my diagnosis.
No, but I thought they pulled the mask off of. I thought that was the other Batman's, like the fake Batman's.
Yeah, he pulled the mask off of Scarecrow too.
Okay, cool, right. But yeah, him when his role is still Scarecrow, but his performance in the 3rd movie, when he was kind of like the judge or whatever.
Yeah.
Judge and jury almost, yeah, that was.
Death
Yeah.
by exile. Yeah.
So Bane has no power here. This is you've already been tried. You've already been found guilty. This is just a trial. That was awesome. Gordon was great in those movies, man. Like he was kind of a throwaway character in the first, like in the ones from the '90s, like that, story of it. But they made him super important, and he should have been.
He is super important. He's supposed to be in the comics, anyways.
Absolutely.
That's Batman's ride or die right there. That's his connect.
Yeah. Well, okay, so maybe Albert is right or die, but it's without Gordon, Batman isn't as successful because he can't help. He can't help as much. Yeah, but yeah, the first one it was like, "But you're just one man," or "I'm just one man." Now we're 2. Like that might have been the best line. What you got?
He said, "Are we still on Adam Sandler?" He said he'd probably play a good penguin or a goblin. Which goblin?
Oh, okay. I can see a hobgoblin. I can definitely see a hobgoblin. You know who Hobgoblin is in the MCU, right?
Like who he actually is?
Yeah, or like at least it's the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Parker's best buddy, the man behind the chair, the bigger guy.
Oh, what?
That's how.
The chubby guy?
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no, I never know who he was under that mask. That's like copycat.
See, I didn't know who the Green Goblin was. I mean, I saw Hobgoblin first.
Yeah.
I saw the cartoon, right? And then when I saw Green Goblin, was that just a generic version of Hobgoblin?
That's how I felt when I saw Hobgoblin.
Green
I was like,
Goblin
who the fuck
first.
is
Yeah,
this?
I didn't know Green Goblin came out like decades before Hobgoblin.
Yeah,
Hobgoblin was just created to have another goblin around. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. I remember Wolverine and Spider-Man were fighting one time, and Hobgoblin pulls up and he was like, "A fight between Wolverine and Spider-Man. I wonder who's gonna win." "Oh yeah, me."
It's fucking gangster shit.
Yeah, I think that's a character that's not been brought in unless, of course, this guy does wind up being him, which I think he will. Into any Spider-Man movies, that I think would be a cool addition. Because I mean, you want to bring in all these different villains. I mean, he's not Deception 6 or nothing,
He's not.
but he's still a cool. You know, there's just like you said, the Spider-Man villain. Spider-Man villains are it's such a depth of the characters that we have. Like
You got Rhino. You got
Rhino's my personal
Shocker,
favorite.
You got Electro.
Rhino's my personal favorite. I just like the
Scorpion.
yeah.
Vulture.
Boomerang.
Boomerang. Yeah, Hobgoblin, Green Goblin. He's got a
The
lot
other
of really
versions of
fun-
Green Goblin.
He's got a lot of good villains.
Oh yeah.
All the symbiotes.
Yeah. So fuck.
Negative Man or whatever the fuck his name is.
You say Scorpion. You said Scorpion. Right? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's
There's.
got a lot of really good
Now we're just
villains.
scratching the surface. I'm sure there's a
Yeah,
lot
shit's
more.
out of them. So many of them.
Absolutely.
Would you be a villain or a hero if given powers?
I like to think that I would take care of me and mine first, so I guess that could be villainous, but I would certainly help people after that. Like, I'd make sure that me and my family were taken care of and that kind of thing, and then after that, I would, of course, help people. But I like to think I'd help people. I like to think that, if I say I'm Superman and I know no guns or people can fucking touch me, you don't think that I would go to the most corrupt government and just start fucking shit up? I absolutely would. But
So you just say the Taliban took over Afghanistan? I'll be right back.
Kim Jong what? Yeah, like yeah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, and don't think I wouldn't fucking be checking fucking America too. That might happen. That might happen first. Which game did we lose? Both of them.
This one's fine.
Are you guessing?
Do you know?
I'm gonna think it's that one because that one looks like it still has the
And
record
this one has the
button.
bullshit. You know, so it's probably this one. But how long are we talking?
56 minutes on here, but this
Here, have some
is
titties.
not.
51 minutes.
Yeah.
Boobs.
51 books.
51 boobs. It's not even one. You wanna call it?
Yeah, we can call it.
Alright.
I'm down.
Well, I had a lot of fun, man. Thank you for the people that showed up. We are going to put this video in other places. Probably on
Pornhub.
yes,
Definitely see us on
for
Pornhub.
starters. The the YouTubes, maybe make a motion picture.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep.
Alright. Best of Indianapolis signing off. Thank you to everybody in the room. Love you. Peace.
Victory.